So think about that. Our biggest, all these people are getting paid, right? All these people are getting paid in this transaction, which is good, right? That's why it's important and very good for the economy to buy a home. Because think about just in this, like we're not even talking about the energy companies, the water company, the gas company, the movers, or anything like that. Just think about how many people you are actually employing by purchasing a home. And that is great for the economy, right? Because it creates velocity. It creates a generated economy. It creates jobs. Hi, I am Brandy Whitmire. I am a direct lender and broker nationwide. Again, any product over we have every product under the sun, and if we don't have it, we will send you to someone who does. So coming at you again as per usual on our Wednesday meeting, and the question that we want to talk about today is how many people does it take to close a loan? Or the question that we're answering is how many people does it take to close a loan? We have people ask constantly, why does it take 30 days typically to close a loan? Of course, we can close a loan as quickly as 10 days if we get everything that we need. But essentially, as a lender, we are basically a quarterback or a coach getting everyone involved to get us the items and the documents that we need necessary in order to close and fund the loan at the title company. So just a quick, I don't want to bore too much on this, but there's about 30 people in every transaction. So you have to think, you've got the actual person who's buying the home, the actual person who's selling the home. Those two people have real estate agents. So you have a buyer's agent and a seller's agent, right? Those agents have transaction coordinators, listing coordinators, and everyone that works in that office to market the property. Then you have the inspector, you have contractors, you have photographers, you have the appraisal management company. You actually have an appraiser that has to go out there and that is actually mandated to appraise the property. The property also has to be surveyed. A surveyor has to go there and actually survey the home in a survey state. We have, if you have less than 20% down, we have to get mortgage insurance company involved. We have to get a hazard insurance company involved. If your house is in a flood zone, we have a flood insurance company that's involved. You have the actual loan officer, me. You have the loan partner. You have a processor. You have an underwriter. You have a funder. You have a post closer. You have an escrow agent, an entire title company. You have the county clerk. You have a plant manager. You have the homeowners association, the credit company, the servicer that actually services the loan at the end. So anyway, and from all of these different people and all these different companies, we have to get documents, pieces of paper from all of these companies to ensure that the actual loan can fund and is insurable. So think about that. Our biggest, all these people are getting paid, right? All these people are getting paid in this transaction, which is good, right? That's why it's important and very good for the economy to buy a home. Because think about just in this, like we're not even talking about the energy companies, the water company, the gas company, the movers, or anything like that. Just think about how many people you are actually employing by purchasing a home. And that is great for the economy, right? Because it creates velocity. It creates a generated economy. It creates jobs, right? So whenever you're not buying homes and whenever the real estate market is shifting, it creates less jobs, layoffs, furloughs, and things like that. So, buying a home is not only just good because you are buying an appreciating, most of the time, asset or historically proven appreciating asset, you are also employing tons of people, at least 100 people, because you have to think of everyone I just talked about. They have managers, they have teams, they work for companies, they have assistants, they have attorneys, they have marketers, and anything under the sun. So you're literally employing 100 people at a time, hundreds of people, by purchasing a home, which again is good for the economy and everything like that. That's why whenever the rates go up or there's a lot of foreclosures or we have a crash, that's why the economy goes down. It's not because of foreclosures. It's, what's the first thing to go? The janitors in all the buildings, the excess people. So, I just want to reiterate like how important it is for the economy to buy a home, how many people are being employed, but also the fact that as a loan officer, this is why it's so important for the buyers to get us the information and the documents that we need on time, because we are having to literally get information from every single person in this transaction, get it to the underwriter to actually get it approved and get your loan to closing. So, hey, Stephanie, I'm going to email you later. Hi, Hattie. Hey. Okay, so that is how many people it takes to close a loan. There's an average of about 30 people that we talk to on every transaction, like I said. If you have any questions, as always, please let me know. I'm always here, and the team is always here to answer anything that you need. And we will be back at you next week with any other questions. If you have any topics that you want to talk about, hey, Rachel. If you have any other topics that you want me to talk about or anything that you want me to go over again, please DM me. We're always here to help, and I will see you next week on our next show. Talk to you soon.